Hi guys, Steph here. Now, we've got for you another lovely pen. Can you guess what it is? Well, there's a big giveaway. It came in this Swan box, and if you actually look there, it actually says Swan Repair Box. So why it's in this particular box, I'm not too sure, but this is how it came. So we're going to leave it in this particular box. Inside, let me have a look what it's got. Yes, it's got some sort of instructions how to fill your pen, etc. So how to clean it, keep the cap on when the pen is not in use, etc. As I say, that's how it came, so we're going to leave it with this particular box. But here's the pen, an absolutely stunning, lovely Swan Mabie Todd fountain pen. Now, which one is it? This particular one is the Swan 3150. Now, if you actually look at it, obviously it looks like it's actually a black colour. Now, in my opinion, I'll sort of do a little bit of homework. I believe in normal light it actually looks brown, but I believe this particular model and the number it relates to is a dark burgundy. So it's a dark burgundy pen. Now, I've actually shown you another model, if you like, the 3250, which what I'll do, I'll leave a link at the end of the video. Now, that's actually the same colour, and in that video I quoted it as being a brown colour. So again, it does actually look brown, but even that particular pen I now believe to be this dark burgundy. But either way, an absolutely stunning pen. It's a lever pen, it's a self filler, which we'll show in a moment. It comes with this gold filled lever here. As you can see at the bottom of the cap there, it's got this single, quite a thin cap band to the bottom of the cap. The clip there, very recognisable. It's the very recognisable Swan lever clip. And if we take you to the top there, you can see it's got the Swan logo to the top of the clip. So all in all, again, very recognisable. It came to me in pretty good condition, so all I've done is put a new sack in it, cleaned it, given it a polish, etc., and it's come out absolutely stunning. The barrel imprint, if we keep it nice and still for you, you can see there it says Swan self filler. And then I believe it's got Mabie Todd and Company, made in England, etc. So it's a lovely clear imprint to the to the barrel. And if we show you the end of the barrel there, again you can see very clearly the number 3150. Again, a lovely model number imprint on the barrel, nice and clear. So all in all, as I say, an absolutely gorgeous pen. The size of this pen from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, it's around about 125mm capped. Around the barrel here, approximately 11mm in diameter. So it's not a small pen, it's not a large pen. Well, if anything, I would say it's actually, well, yeah, I'd say it's more on the small side, if anything, sort of small to medium. But all in all, a very, very nice example. Now, let's unscrew the cap for you there. Let's show you the pen in different angles. Let's give it a twirl. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful example. So, let's take you up to the section there. You'll notice it's got the very recognisable section, slight taper with this ridge towards the nib. You'll also notice to the bottom of the section, again, it's got Swan imprinted on the section. Now, the model number is a 3150, and as we've sort of mentioned before, what do the numbers stand for? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but if you look at the nib there, it's got an absolutely beautiful Swan Mabie Todd, made in England, #1 nib. So one of the numbers, and presumably the 1, relates to the nib. Let's give you a different angle as well for it so you can see it there. Okay, the nib, a lovely, it's not a small nib, it's a lovely size in my opinion. Let's give you a sideways view there, and let's turn it over again, show you the feed at the back, the very recognisable Swan comb feed, and once again you'll notice to the top of the feed there, it's got the word Swan on the feed, as you can see there. So all in all, a lovely pen. As I say, it's not a large pen, it's not a smallish pen. Even for me writing with, it feels quite comfortable. Now to write with, you say. Okay then, as always, let's test it. Let me just get some tissue, I'm not very prepared. So as we said, it's a lever fill pen, so what we do, we dip the nib in the ink and then pull on the lever. So let's do that. And we can see lots of bubbling going on. We can hear a little bit of gurgling and so on and so forth, so it sounds just what we want to hear. Now let's bring on some paper. Oops, again, I've not come on very prepared, so let's bring on the paper like so, and let's test it out. Let's see how it writes. So what we have is a Swan. As I say, it's the Mabie Todd and Company Limited, and this particular model is the 3150. It's writing very nicely and smooth, and I'm just not putting any pressure on at the moment, but I feel that it may have some flexibility in the nib, so let's try it. So there we go. So on the downward stroke we're getting quite a broad line. On the cross stroke, as you can see, it's quite fine, so we do have a lovely flexy nib. So let's do some figure of eights. So we're just skipping there a little bit, and there we have it. So let's show you the writing sample. As you can see, it's writing very nicely, a lovely wet line, which is what I personally prefer. And as you can see, we've definitely got some flexibility in the nib. There's a nice bit of variation, so I'm saying it's writing well from a fine line up to a broad line, with, you know, a nice bit of variation in between. So let's pop that to one side. So there we have it. Let's pop the cap back on. An absolutely stunning pen, absolutely gorgeous, very sought after, these pens. A lot of people like the Swan pens, as I personally do as well. Very reliable pens, very well manufactured, quality made pens, and once they've serviced, they will last you years and years and years to come. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen as much as I enjoy showing it to you. Don't forget now, don't be shy, leave a comment down below, and don't forget, up here you can see I've put you a link on the 3250, so if you're interested in that model, looks very similar to this, go and have a look at it. But for now, I'll just say bye bye now.